Hey, good morning, everybody. I know it's been a while since we discussed the bitcoins and the other markets. Man, work's just been really crazy busy, Had a lot of shit going on. So, anyways, let's jump right into it this morning. I want to give you guys a little insight. You can see I haven't even really touched my charts. But, a lot of this looks like it went pretty well. That didn't impulse down, but that's okay. We got our WXY here, full extension. That was beautiful. This was a great play right here. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see. X. Yeah. I don't know. This still could be. There's two possibilities here. Let me get into it real quick, and I'll show you. There is two possibilities of because X is always a corrective wave, right? Right? Like this guy here is always a corrective wave. Okay, so X could have completed here on the daily. Like if we break it down into the 12, I mean, there's a chance that this right here, this is a chance that this completed a 1.618 extension. That's a good extension down for this. It's a possibility, is what I'm saying. But it's also a possibility that this purple W is actually here, and that we're going to see a little bit of a deeper move coming soon, like this. Okay, this is also a possibility here, guys. Okay, so I don't want to confuse anybody here into thinking that a lot of this movement is done or what the fuck ever, right? So let's clean this guy up a little bit, yeah. Let's get all this shit off the screen. We don't need all this shit. Look at that. Look at how clean. So fresh and so clean. Right? I mean, this is probably the likelihood of what's going on here. Okay. Now, what am I expecting? This is gonna be a three-wave pullback. Right, we're probably going to drop below the daily. I'm sorry, this is a 12-hour, but get below the EMAs here, hit a trend, retest, out and down, and then we get a nice big bounce up. This is my expectation. Okay, just overall, not calling a specific level, just looking overall as this being the move. We're at the top of a range here, guys, so I'm okay with taking some low leverage shorts from in this range. I'm totally fine with it. Or if you want to wait and see if we get a bounce, this daily EMA here, very well could easily get something like this. Watch. Let me show you. We can easily do this, right? Go bang, 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 right? A 5-wave down for the 8-wave before we get a 3-wave pullback. So, again, not saying that's what's going to happen. Not just saying. That's the possibility that I'm looking at right now. So, really, all I'm waiting for, guys. I've been super flat for a while, trying to stay focused on work. Had a lot of big contracts come in, so I've been really busy dealing with all those things. And so I've been letting this correction play out while I'm busy working. I would like to catch shorts from in this zone over here. This is, you can short here and wait. This is probably a week to 2 weeks play here for sure. So if you want to ride this, by all means, this is a great place to start shorting from and head your way down. Anywhere above this previous low down in this zone here is a great place to take a long. And wait till we get back up into this zone, right? So either way here, you can still trade the correction. I don't like trading in these middle of the range plays when we get down like in here, right? So like this zone here, this is a really like a danger zone for me, right? So playing the top of the zone or the bottom of the zone is where I want to see it. Okay. So the biggest problem that we have, the biggest problem is USDX. USDX is really like deciding that it's going to make a much larger correction than what we had initially anticipated. Okay. Which is like kind of crazy, but I just was not expecting to have such a correction on USDX. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, let me explain. Because this is probably going to be the most important part of anything that we do on my channel anytime in the near future. Oh, wait a minute. Because that, in fact, is 3. Yeah, I know. And y'all are about to fucking trip the fuck out. We don't even need that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's useless. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need a lot of these smaller ones. They're fucking useless. Okay? Useless. Useless. I don't even know what that guy is. He's useless. Okay? So, just... Alright. Now, here's the deal. USDX. Okay? USDX is really the reason why I've moved this down low here. Initially, I thought we were going to get a bounce above this previous peak. Okay? You got to remember, we're on impulses within impulses within impulses on USDX. You don't try to like really catch a falling knife or stop a flying rocket or whatever the terms are you guys want to use. I don't really care. You don't play the impulses unless you catch the beginning of it. You don't try to play the end and guess the end. Okay, so all we did with USDX was say, hey, if we stay above this previous peak of an internal impulsive wave, then we're going to be looking at another run here in the short-term future. That's why we had Bitcoin. Remember when we were back here, that's why we had Bitcoin as possibly just going straight down from here. That's because that's when USDX, we were trying to keep it above this zone. Okay, now here's the thing. USDX is breaking down below this previous peak. What that tells me is that we're going to get a larger corrective wave. Something has got to correct this move to the top side. Okay, so this fib right here, okay, is the 2 previous peaks. What we're looking at is we're probably going to get a bounce here. We're going to come down. Okay, this is going to be a true corrective wave. So we're going to come down. We're going to bounce. Bang. Bounce somewhere in there. Maybe we already did bounce. I don't know. And then we're going to correct straight down like this. Okay. This whole corrective move, guys, this little pop upwards is going to coincide with this drop, right? And then this run to the downside here, this deep run, which we could even go as low as where the 200 is coming. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't even put it past Bitcoin. I'm sorry, USDX to really make a run on something like this. Okay. Something may happen in the short-term future. We might get some news or whatever. Who knows? But basically, this is the run that it's going to make. Okay. That run is going to coincide with this rise, and that rise is going to be the same for all the cryptos. Okay. So let's not freak out about this. It just is what it is, right? Ethereum's doing crazy shit too, you know. Ethereum is just balls to the wall right now. So I still think we just topped out on Ethereum though. To be honest with you, I think that's pretty close to the beginning of the end for that guy. So we're gonna get a nice drop, more bullishness, and then once we can figure out this target, then we're gonna have a decent run to the downside. Litecoin, again, pretty Jesus. What are all these fibs? What are all these fibs and all this stuff going on my screen? I can't see. There's a chance that this was W here. Okay. And we're making X right now because we didn't break this previous peak. See what I'm saying? So, these two runs to the upside, not breaking above a previous high, tells me that we're starting this corrective wave now in X. So be looking for a 3 waves to the downside here before we get a nice increase in Y to complete 4 before one last run to the downside on Litecoin. Okay. All right. Let's talk indices. Indices are really kind of doing a little bit of the opposite of what I was hoping they would do. So let's get rid of all this because this didn't work out, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. I speculated on this back when we were here. Okay. Instead of doing a sideways double, we have a lot of clear information here on indices right now. Okay. I really like the way that a lot of this stuff is coming through. So basically what we're looking at is we're still doing a double. It's just not a sideways double, right? Very similar to cryptos. We're going to be somewhere like this. Okay. So not, whatever. It'll come through shortly. So, NQ, look, I was a bit short on this. Okay. Really same kind of concept here, just a little bit higher. We're not far off on NQ. RTY, same concept. It's just getting a little bit bigger. That's all. So nothing to be upset about on these. We just had a really nice run to the top side here. A lot of that was due to the fact that USDX was just taking an absolute fucking dive, So, which is fine. That's great. We need USDX to go down so we can recover and rally support, and then we can get a nice bullish rally out of USDX and cause this final drop for all the stocks and indices. Okay. And cryptos. So that's why I said, the sooner we get some of these corrective measures out of the way. The problem is that this thing just kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. The longer that this impulse was going, the longer it was holding up Bitcoin from correcting up. Okay, because the more this goes up, the more this goes down. So it just finally we're getting some correction here and deeper than. See how this one bounced before the previous top? That's why we didn't really get super bearish on this. Yeah, that's a big move, and crypto made a nice jump during this time. But still, it didn't break this previous top. Okay, we broke a previous top here, which means that we're dipping down below this, and we're going to continue down a little bit farther. So that's what's giving me the outlook and the bullishness in the midterm. The mid and long, this is going to be, all the way into October. It's about right. It's just going to be a really shit year for crypto, guys. It's going to shake a lot of people out, which is what they want. And eventually they're going to get it down to the prices that they want it to be at in order to buy and make a lot of money from it. So, all right, easy enough. Those are my current levels. The only trades I'm looking at are taking a 3 to 5x shorts. Building my position here. I'd like to close this bad boy out around 19K. That's just a realistic place for me to be at on my shorts. Really, If you guys want to try to get deeper than that, I mean, great. You know, like whatever you want to do, doesn't bother me. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're gonna bounce before the low. Ethereum, you know, building shorts now on Ethereum is not a bad idea whatsoever. You know, I feel like we might top out around like 2K-ish, a little bit more in the short term. But if you're building a low leverage short position here, it's still not a bad place to start building that position. Okay, so just letting you guys know. I mean, this 2096 would be like my absolute top end, but I don't even think we're gonna really reach that. I think if I had to guess, like 1995 is the absolute top for me. Okay, so just giving you guys an idea here, because we don't. Let's see. I mean, the nice thing is we have some I mean, we could have already hit our top at 1950. Yeah, I mean, I like this top. Not gonna lie, I like this top at 1950. So we've got some good divergence here. You know, from this zone to this zone, there's some divergence playing out. So it's a tricky one, but it's also Friday, you know, so be careful is all I'm saying. So relax. Anyways, if you're low leverage, you don't have to care. Build your position between here and 2100 and just keep taking shorts, all in this zone here, and just wait. It'll drop. Okay, same on Bitcoin. Anything in this zone here, we're gonna keep taking shorts in this zone right here, guys. Just keep grabbing shorts. Closing it out at 19K, right? Litecoin, like I said, Litecoin's already kind of started its decline here. This one's a little bit trickier. If you want to build some really low leverage shorts, I don't see an issue with it. You can get a $10 to $15 move out of this still. But unfortunately, Litecoin is really starting to take a dive already. There's a chance it could make another run to the upside and make one last new high. I think it's going to stay below W here, which is at 64.57. And while it does, I think we can continue to see lower prices down into this range. Okay, so grabbing a short anywhere in here, not a bad idea if you keep it low leverage, 3 to 5x, getting it down there. Okay, so really no like set trades for me right now. No, just straight up calls on things for me right now, guys. I'm letting all this play out. It's gotten really bullish, and you know, in the short term, and I like to let these impulse waves complete before I try to figure out where it's going to go from there. Hey, you know what? A lot of guys are making great calls. I'm going to keep it safe, and I'm going to let this thing play out. I would like to try to get my shorts in soon enough, but I still want to see. I want to see confirmations that this thing tops out by getting back below these EMAs and get these things to turn the other direction. Because as it sits right now, guys, this thing is still considered quite bullish, right? Look, you know, both of these are pointing this way. Okay, they're pointing this way. Oops, right? Like, they're pointing up. Now, I'm not saying that's the direction it's going to go, but I'm saying until we can get these to turn over and point this direction, right? And this one too, it needs to come up here and turn over. Then I will like to be bearish, okay? Sniping the top here, not a good idea. Why? Because as long as these are open, you have a lot of good support here. Look at how this has just been riding. We could have shorted here and then got wrecked, and then shorted in here and then got wrecked, and then shorted here, and yeah, they went down, but then got wrecked. So the same thing, we can short here and then and it gets up here and we get wrecked, right? So what's the point of trying to catch this top? Yeah, I mean, dude, you could say that a top is, you know, here. Oh, this is the top because fucking this or that or the other or whatever the TA is. Man, look, at the end of the day, this thing can go, it's going to go as high as it wants to, almost all the way back to X. Right? This thing can go all the way up here if it wants. It can go to 21, 22 before it makes a drop. And then it would just do this. Nothing says it can't do that. Nothing says it can't do that. Okay? So, that's the same for all these. They're getting really bullish in this correction, which is fine. That's what they're gonna do. They always get bullish on this run before it drops out. They got to run this to the top side and drop it out and then run it back up again. Okay, they're just gonna double fake on the longs here. Bang, liquidate, bang, and then the big hard liquidation comes after that. Sure. Okay, so that being said, guys, just be wary of the bullish movement. There's a lot of news and everything out there. Oh, whatever, fucking BlackRock's and everybody's buying Bitcoin, doing this, doing that. Local bottoms, hasn't bottomed out. Berkshire Hathaway says this, yada, 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 yada. Fuck all the news, okay? That news is generated and created to get people to move a certain direction in the market. It's. I don't pay attention to it. I don't care. I have a bias that we're going to continue down to the bottom side here. I don't believe that we're going to stop before we see these lower prices. The banks and stuff still don't want to buy Bitcoin at $24,000 and $25,000 a coin. They want to buy this shit at $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 a Bitcoin, so that way the next time it gets up above, and if we break these all-time highs at 68 and 70, and we get it up to 90, 100, 110, 120, they're cashing out for 10x. Okay, they don't want to cash out for 3x. They want fucking 10x. That's the difference in where we're at and where we're going. So if you're gonna call me crazy for thinking the banks want to make more money, you're crazy for not thinking that the banks are not smart enough to know how to make more fucking money. Okay, the math and the charts say we're going down here. We'll see when we get down there. It's just taking them much longer than anticipated. So a lot of people are getting impatient. A lot of people are quitting crypto. This is when I just stopped trading for a while. It's this kind of shit. I just don't trade it. There's no point. I got wrecked twice in this correction, and that's it. I'm done. I'm chilling. We'll let this one play out, and maybe I'll take a long here. Maybe. For sure, I'm taking a short here. But I'm not trading all the internals of this. You guys go ahead. Take all your small trades. Play $100. Play $50. Play whatever you want. Fucking trade it. I don't give a shit. That's on you, bro. I'm trying to roll $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a trade, and I'm not going to roll it in the middle of a fucking range in a zone here. I'm going to put it here or here, and I'm going to make it 10x, okay? And by the time it gets here, my $10,000 position is going to be worth $100,000 in profit, okay? That's what I'm looking for. I like these fucking trades. I don't like these little fucking bullshit, clench your asshole, white knuckle steering wheel, fucking whatever. Okay, that's not my style. So, anyways, that being said, guys, that's all I got for today. Sorry it's been a while. Like I said, it's busy with work. So I will get back with you guys on Monday with some new updates, and let's keep it rolling, baby. All right. Appreciate everybody for checking me out. If you have any questions, hit me up on Discord. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Hope you guys all spend some time with your families, have some fun. Be a nice human out there. Be good to people, man. Let people have their own viewpoints. Respect everybody. So anyways, peace, love, chicken grease.